guys and gals, Nary here from Drake Wing Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of NeveN. So y'all, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm Chan, you are up, and let's go. Really interested in seeing what happens if you give him his gift. So yeah, we left off on a bit of a spicy part. Anyway, y'all, let's, a little curious myself. Let's see what happens if you give this wolf his gift. It's the last time we see each other, so we're not taking this opportunity to have a good time. I slowly slide my paw against his, tangling our fingers together as I give him my most charming smile. I guess I can put the effort into one last gift. Follow me to my room. Erwin doesn't even need to answer. I can see his tail wagging frantically behind him. I'll never get tired of seeing this reaction. Canines are so adorable when they do that. While guiding him to my room, I swing my hips wildly, inviting him to stare at my butt. I was determined to give him a good show before the grand finale. If you continue like this, I'm not sure I can wait until I unwrap my present. Weren't you taught patience when you were young? Come on, be brave. I laugh again at the male's impatience as we enter my room. As soon as we are inside, I feel Erwin's paws gripping me to shove my back against the now-closed door. Whoa, what's this? Notices your questionable life decisions. The teasing was over. Now we're getting down to business. Without any hesitation, I lift my muzzle to kiss him, pushing my tongue between his chops to look haphazardly inside his mouth. He kisses me back as he starts to slide his paws under my clothes to stroke my chest. I can feel myself shuddering under his touch. I reach down with both of my paws, sliding them under his pants to fondle his ass, causing him to growl with pleasure. I know how to please my wolf. I pull my head back to briefly look at him and give him a flirtatious smile. I then lick his lips before whispering softly, "All right, big guy, would you unpack that gift for me?" Erwin doesn't take the time to answer. He simply starts to remove my clothes, stroking my body each time his fingers came close to my sensitive areas. Sensitive areas. I can feel him devouring me with his eyes as my rock-hard popsicle is exposed to his eager inspection. Obviously, it's as much a gift for him as it is for me. I instantly untie his pants, releasing the lusty beast from its cage as I look at it, hard, red, and pulsating. This is a sight I will never tire of. I continue to kiss Erwin, prodding against his chest to enjoy his soft fur. He takes the opportunity to imitate me by grabbing my ass, spreading my cheeks and gently pressing his fingers against my yeet. I can't help but moan shyly, and Erwin takes advantage of that moment to shove his tongue in my mouth, silencing me as I cling to him. Slowly, his fingers caress my thighs before he lifts me up as if I weighed nothing. From there, I can easily wrap my legs around his hips, pulling him as close as I can to feel his throbbing lantern. Yeah, okay. Ha, Erwin. I can feel him sliding and rubbing against me, smearing my fur with the lantern oil. As he growls and fidgets eagerly. I can't wait anymore. I need to feel him. I slowly slide my paw under me to grab his lantern, making him moan a bit. I can feel his knot expanding his sheath under my fingers, and I release it to gently squeeze it, causing a new moan of pleasure for my playmate. Unable to wait any longer, I guide him against my yees. I wince briefly when I feel him shove his red spear in me, but the pain quickly disappears to leave only the pleasure of having such a big beast inside me. Ellois. I silence him with the end of the kiss while impaling myself on him. Moving to the rhythm of his own movements, little by little, I give myself to his desires as he satisfies my own. Each thrust sends a wave of pleasure through my body, causing me to moan louder and louder despite the passionate kiss we share. I know he is all about tongue-on-tongue action when it comes to kisses. It only makes me hornier, and his thrusts are more and more powerful. My own dick rubs against his belly for overstimulating my own excitement. As he continues to fuck me, Erwin carries me toward the bed, slowly lowering me against the mattress. As soon as I'm lying on the bed, I put my arms above my head to expose my body to his lustful gaze. Erwin takes a moment to observe me, taking in the view. I finally have what I want when I see his expression changing. He licks his chops as if he was going to eat me. I can easily recognize the gaze of a predator looking at his prey. 1 second, y'all. Water time. Alright. I don't know which kind of instinct it triggers in me, but I love that feeling of vulnerability. Oh! Oh. Okay. Yeah. Let me, hey, y'all, let me, maybe get past this animation, because that might get me in trouble, because you can pretty clearly tell what's going on, so I shall be right back, y'all. Or I can just load that. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think that was a little bit too spicy even for me. Alrighty. Anyway, what to do? Maybe not. Let's see. Load. We'll load that. Okay. Alright, y'all, give me 1 second. I'll get past the scene. Yep, 1 moment. Hey, y'all, sorry about that. I'm back. Oh my, what a spicy scene. Oh my goodness. Jesus. Okay. We stay here for a moment, panting and lying against each other. He looks at me silently before I give him a kiss, winking at him playfully. So, how was your parting gift? As if you didn't enjoy it. Is that a bad thing? Definitely not, but I know without a doubt that I'll miss our little meetings. I burst out laughing, and this time he does the same. To be honest, I think I will miss those moments too. I'll miss him. We spend the next few minutes enjoying each other's presence, kissing and hugging gently. There was not much else to do until his knot had deflated. After a while, I find myself following the lines of his brand with a finger. It was a triangle underlined with multiple lines, a little below his right eye. The brand of Argon, god of fire. You will have yours soon enough, you know. You will have yours soon enough, you know. What are you talking about? Your brand. It will show up. Everyone gets one. I know, it's just... Why so late? I don't know anyone my age without a brand. It's frustrating to see you'll be able to do these magical things and I'm here with nothing. You remind me of my brother. I'm not sure that's what your lover wants to hear in this kind of situation, you know? I shake my ass, causing him to moan when he feels, yeah, at the same time. As my way of emphasizing the problem. I didn't mean that, you brat. My brother got his brand much later than his group of friends. It didn't appear until he was 20. He was furious about it. He was complaining all the time. I couldn't spend an evening at home without hearing him bitch about not having his brand. My brand. It was my mom who finally found a way to calm him down. She told him something like, wait, how did she say it? Ah, yes. You know, maybe your brand appears later than the others because the gods need more time to refine it. When it will take shape, it will be the brightest and biggest of them all. You'll see. She was right, you know. He spent the next few days teasing everyone with his brand after he got it. I remember how proud he was. You never know. Maybe it will be the same for you. If it takes that long, then it must mean that your brand will be unique. Much bigger than you could imagine. I remained silent. Erwin never spoke to me like that. I didn't even know he even had a brother until now. Being reassured by someone usually so cold was kind of heartwarming. I can feel a weight leaving my chest as I put my muzzle forward to kiss him again. Thanks. I needed to hear that. He doesn't say a thing. He doesn't need to. We spent the next 10 minutes in silence. I was enjoying my partner's presence until he could untie me from his knot. With one last kiss, I watch him get up and get dressed. Guess that's a goodbye, then? Looks like it. Protect the band for me, will ya? I don't know what I would do if something happened to them. It's my job, and you? Try your best to be careful, please. I want to find you in good health when we meet again. Sure. Promised. I watch him leave and sighs heavily as a hint of sadness pierces my chest. Once alone in my room and lying in my bed, I take a moment to reflect and consider my decisions. 1 second, y'all. Water time. Hey, sweet girl. Yes, pretty little kitty over here. You're lovely, you're wonderful, and a little bit bitchy sometimes. Yes, you are. Don't worry, you're gonna get your food soon. Not that I have any doubt I'm doing the good choice, but leaving my troop behind is bound to change my life drastically. The real question is whether I'm up to the task. I don't want to be homeless again just because I made a stupid decision. I turn around, burying my head in my pillow. Too late to turn back anyway. The best thing to do now is to sleep and be ready for tomorrow. I open my eyes, having no idea where I am. It's like some sort of cave or a circular cellar. Around me are 12 thrones carved in the rock, arranged in a circle. I can't see any trace of a door or a window. No way out. I can feel the panic starting to settle. I don't know how I got here, and I don't know how to leave. As I open my mouth to call for help, I realize I can't make any sound. I can't move either. What the fuck is going on? What is this place? Who are you? And what are you doing here? A deep voice echoes through the cave. I can't see where it's coming from. There's no trace of worry in the manly voice. Only curiosity. It doesn't really reassure me. In front of me, the shadows suddenly seem to take shape. forming a creature that almost looks like someone. In front of me, the shadows suddenly seem to take shape, forming into a creature. Okay. Oh, and just repeats it twice, okay. I don't know how, but I immediately understand. The shape I see, these bones materializing, it's someone's brand. A gigantic brand of a really, really powerful person. I feel like my heart is going to explode in my chest. I've never been so terrified in my life. Hush, little one. I am not here to hurt you. I can't. This is all just a dream after all, and we risk nothing in our dreams. It's well known. The voice comes out of the shadows. I don't know what this is, but I can feel it watching me from my head to toe, inspecting every part of my body, almost medically. Don't you have a brand yet? Interesting. You shouldn't have access to this place unless... I understand now. You're one of the 4, aren't you? That's going to make things a lot more interesting. One of the 4? What is he talking about? What's happening? I try to think about an answer, an understanding, and I finally settle on a word. It's a dream. Nothing said here makes any sense or has any impact, though that thought calms me down a bit. You're a little early to the party, so go back to sleep and don't think about it anymore. It's just a weird dream that you will soon forget. With each new word coming from the shadows, I feel my eyelids grow heavy. As I struggle to stay awake, not wanting to fall asleep in this forsaken place in front of a stranger. We'll meet again, and then the real game can begin. I sink like a stone in the water and fall back into a dreamless sleep. When I open my eyes again, I'm in my room, all alone. There is no trace of a shadow, a cave, or anything like that. With a long sigh, I stretch slowly. I don't know what happened exactly, but it's one of the strangest dreams I've had in a while. Come to think of it, I can still feel a shiver going down my spine, making me shake a bit. I'm not used to remembering what happens in my sleep, so I'm not too surprised to be affected like that. I always had trouble waking up, and it's all the more true when no one is here to shake me up. I very much intend to take my time and enjoy my peace. No one to shake me up. It's doing that again. It's a weird little thing, okay? Of course, we have our own rooms when possible, but there is always someone to knock on my door and throw me out of bed. But here, there was no one to rush me, no one to push me, no one to tell me to move. Only silence. Ragor and the others were already gone. They were planning their departure a little before dawn, and I can see the sun shining through the window. 1 second, y'all. It is water time. Delicious. Okay. My chest tightens as I realize my loneliness. It's weird to suddenly find myself in this situation. At any moment, I expect to see someone come in and interrupt me, or to hear a voice, a song. Nothing. Just my thoughts in a heavy silence. I shouldn't stay idle, so I fidget and jump out of bed before quivering when my paws hit the cold ground. If winter isn't here yet, it will be soon enough. The first snowfall of the year happened a few days earlier, and the temperature is not going to increase on my way to the capital. It's not called Frostfang for nothing. Speaking of the trip, I can't afford to spend the morning doing nothing in this room, so I get dressed quickly before stuffing my belongings into my backpack. I look at Erwin's belt hanging from my hips, the sword dangling on the side. It's still too big for me and leans a bit to the side, but at least I'm not totally defenseless now. The wolf was right. Walking around all alone, unarmed and without a brand is just asking to be killed out there, in the woods. Once I'm ready, I open the door and walk out into the hallway of the inn. At least that's what I tried to do, before I feel my paws getting caught in something on the floor, causing me to fall over it. It was all but graceful. Shit! Who put this mess on my doorstep? I get up as quickly as possible before looking back to see what was tripping me. In front of my room is a set of small bags and other wrapped items. I can see pieces of cake, cookies, and a few nuts. Those are parting gifts that my companions couldn't give me yesterday. A wide smile stretches across my lips, and I have to make an effort to hold back a tear. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. Thank you. I can't stop smiling while picking up my presents, slipping them into the free space left in my backpack. I just keep a bag of cookies in my paw. I'll put these delicious gifts to good use soon enough. It'll save me having to pay for lunch. I hope I can thank you one day. Behind our house, there is a mountain. Me and my spouse climb it under the rain. Going there, by the gods, it's difficult. And I swear, it could kill an adult. I sing the last lines with a hint of impatience in my voice. I've been walking for hours now, and I'm sincerely starting to get sick of it. It started to snow 2 hours earlier. My feet are soaked, and I'm starting to feel cold. On top of that, I'm quickly exhausting my classical repertoire, and I'm going to have to switch to bawdy songs if I want to keep busy. That's not necessarily something I want to do alone in the middle of the road. I must admit that when I left in the morning, I expected a lot of things, but certainly not to be that bored. During my trips, I usually sing with my troupe. I play card games or I discuss. While traveling solo, my options are limited, so I find myself singing alone, doomed to only be able to exchange a few words with the even fewer travelers I meet from time to time. It's pretty hard to come up with interesting variations of "It's getting cold. I hope you have a good trip" during the few seconds of discussion I'm trying to enjoy. Come on, Ellois. Let's stay focused. Think about your goal. You're about to enter Frostfang. You're gonna enter this contest, crush the competition, and become a royal bard. So lift your head and keep walking, at least a little longer, before enjoying a little bit of rest. Determined, I lift my leg to take a new step when I feel my paw get stuck in something. Oh no, please not again. As if time had slowed, I feel my body, propelled by its momentum, leaning more and more dangerously forward as I see the snowy ground closing in on me. I barely have time to put my hands in front of me to try to soften the fall before finding myself with my muzzle buried in the snow. That's it. I can't take it anymore. I give up. The gods have obviously decided that it's my fate to stay on the ground. Who am I to fight against their will? Congratulations, you've won. Now that I've accepted my destiny, can I have my brand, pretty please? No answer, which is hardly surprising. One can still keep on dreaming, I guess. Oh. Alright, guys and gals, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. They got a little bit of editing to do. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, leave a super thanks or tip if you can. It always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.